Have you seen John Connor?
I'm the best in the world. It's not a lie. It's always in my hands, reaching for the sky. Seth Bayer, oh Seth Bayer.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me for another figure review. Today we have in the house the Hot Toys T-1000 version 2 Terminator 2. So excited for this. So excited for this one. You know, I get excited sometimes when Hot Toys re-releases old figures that I've missed out on and things like that. So now I can, you know, they re-release them and now we can get them. That's one of the joys of being a toy collector is, you know, when companies re-release stuff that you've missed out on, you have the opportunity to get it. So super excited. And of course, quick shout out to my good friends over at Bitz and Buttons, because without them, this review would not be possible. So thanks to good old Bitz and Buttons, link in the description below. Make sure you check them out. You can go get this from them. It's available right now. So yeah, guys, so yeah, we got the Hot Toys in, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to review the T-1000 today. So you guys know how I like to do my figure reviews by now. So let's get a quick start by taking a look at the box. All right, guys, and here's a look at the box, and you get this really cool picture of Robert Patrick right there. T2 Terminator, T-1000 2.0, and then you kind of get Terminator logo right there. Get the T-1000, you get like a little target on the back. As far as the information goes, all the usual stuff, you know, warnings and who made it and who's involved in it and everything. And then same thing on the side, nothing special there. And then obviously right here, Terminator 2 and the T-1000 2.0, and it says the MMS77 for 6 scale collectible figure. And then obviously once you take off the sleeve, you can see everything right there, all the accessories and everything. Was really cool too is that I'm excited is that you can actually dress him up. Has the street cop or the bike version too, which is really cool. And then nothing on the side right there, just the usual red Rick. And then on the back you actually get a really cool product shot of him with the eye blown out. You get him in the bike outfit, and then you get him in the street cop clothes and everything. So really cool. So yeah, excited to get this open. Finally glad to have it in my collection. So let's go ahead, let's open it up, and let's take a look at the accessories. All right, so before we dive into the accessories, they've actually got a really cool base with this. They've got these plastic pieces right here, like they're steel. They got the caution tape on them. They got actual like metal link chains. And then obviously you've got your crotch grabber right there. And then since this is a DX series, here's the thing right here that you stick within the head to adjust the eyeballs, so you can actually move the eyeballs, which I always thought that was a really cool feature. And then you get this really cool base, which you can see from here. It's got the steel grate, has like the molten liquid metal heated up behind there. You see it says Terminator 2 T-1000. Oh, and this is a light up base, which is even better. It comes, looks like it comes with a or you need a Type-C. I don't see anywhere for battery, so it looks like it's just a Type-C. So we'll have to get that plugged in, give that a whirl, and see if what that lights up. But really cool looking base. So let me actually plug these in real fast. Let's see. So I'm assuming it probably goes like that. Yeah, it goes like that. And like that. So, just out of the way. So you guys can see, there's the base. That is super cool. I love when they put a lot of effort into a base and they just don't give it something very plain and generic. So, all right. Now let's take a look at all the accessories that come with it. All right, guys. So I took the figure out. There's these accessories here, and then there's this one right here we'll get into in a minute. But oh my God, this is really cool. So let's start out with the helmet. So they got the police helmet, which this looks really nice. You can hear that, super hard plastic. It's got nice padding on the inside and everything. Really, really cool helmet. Nicely done detail on that. We've got the sunglasses that you would wear, you know, when he's dressed up as the biker cop. Nice job on those sunglasses. Nice sheen to those. We also got the Beretta 9mm, which is really cool. And again, Hot Toys, they always have it where the gun actually works and the magazine actually comes out. I love that they do that. Such great detail. He's got the little submachine gun, the little Uzi right here. So nice job on that. The slide part does not work on this. The only piece that does work on this is actually the magazine. It comes out and it goes right back in. That's about it. Here you have the bullet features that, like, when he gets shot, the bullet liquefies, goes into him, and these are magnetic pieces, so they stick to the figure. So I like that a lot. And again, nice detail on that. And you get a whole slew of these. You actually get different boots to put on. So the boots actually have some of the steel on there. So, like, you know, obviously when he liquefies and comes back and pieces get cut off and you see the boot, the liquid just come back onto the boot. So like that. And it's got the nice diamond plate texture on there. And then they have the other boot as well, which has more metal to it. So they did a great job on that, and the detail with the diamond plate on there is really nice. We get the belt. The belt has the holster for handcuffs, the gun, walkie-talkie, flashlight, magazines. And again, this just will, you know, there's a little pin right here and it just goes in the hole. So nice job on that. Like I said, we get the handcuffs. Oh, that's cool. So the handcuffs are actually metal, and you can actually see they do work. So that is awesome. I think this is a pen. Super small. Yeah, it's hard to see, but this is a pen. So it just goes on him somehow. And then instead of the boots, you have the regular shine shoes that the police officers wear. So, and there's no articulation in them. Obviously, it just pins right into the foot. So you get the left and the right, obviously. And then you get this badass bullet shot in the face portrait, which is awesome. And they did a really good job on Robert Patrick's face. I love that. That is so cool that they did that. That is awesome. So, yeah. Let me pull in the other accessories now, and let's take a look at those. All right, guys, and here are the other accessories. And you can see we get a whole bunch of hands. We get the biker outfit, jacket, Los Angeles Police. You can see right there. It's got the badge on there. Nice soft goods material. You also get the pants. And then I think these are for his feet. I'm not sure. I'll have to read the instructions what those are. Or maybe those for his hands. But really cool. Nice soft goods jacket. You get left and right open palm hands, and the detail on the hands and the shading and the coloring, everything looks really nice. So you get a set of those, get a set of gun holding hands left and right. You also get a set of kind of like gripping something. Could be like the flashlight, the walkie-talkie, the cuffs. You get a left of those. You get a pointing finger. So especially in the part in the movie where he just kind of does that. So that's kind of what that figure's for. Then this is where things get really exciting. You actually get the finger that comes out with the sharp pointers, which is awesome. You get a short one. You get a long one, which is nice. And again, the silver, the transition from the skin tone to the silver, real nicely done on the paint. And then you get these awesome blades, which again go into the hands. And I think that's maybe what these are for. They go through the hands and then slide into there maybe. So, but such nice detail on these. And then you also get the hooks as well. You get the, you know, a set of hooks. They're both the same size, so they're for the left and right hands. So especially the part when he's chasing him down after they leave the psychic, not the psychic, the what do you call it? The mental place. And they're chasing him down in the cop car, and he's running down the street, and he hooks these onto the back of the car and everything. So yeah, that's awesome. These are really nicely done. And then, as always, they give you an extra set of pegs for the hands, just in case they break, which, not gonna lie, I've had these break on me in the past, so I always like where they do that. So that's basically it for the accessories. A lot of accessories with this. Let me go now. Let me pull in the figure, and let's take a look at that. All right, guys, so here is the figure. And I gotta say, very odd the way that they did this, because the pants that were in these pants right here are actually the regular standard policeman uniform pants that he was wearing, and actually has the biker pants already on with the boots and not the regular police shoes. So I thought that was kind of interesting that that was the way he was packaged. But you get the badge, you get the nameplate. The boots actually have like some creasing on them, so makes it look like they're worn. And then this portrait of Robert Patrick, honestly, in my opinion, is spot on. Again, Hot Toys always does such a fantastic job nailing the portraits. Like I've said in the past, there's been less than a handful of times that I haven't been happy with a portrait, but this is awesome. And again, nice soft goods material on the police uniform. So yeah, and then again, also the back of the head right here comes off. That way you could stick the device in there and rotate the eyeballs, and again, it just snaps back on like that. So really nicely done there. As far as the articulation goes on this, the arm goes up yay high, does do double jointed in the elbows. The head goes down, goes up, moves all around. The ab crunch, pretty good. Going back, all right. The leg goes up about yay high, goes back about yay far. Do get a little bit of a quad turn. You do hear the ratcheting a little bit with the knees. They are double jointed. You do get ankle swivel, but there are no pivoting with the feet whatsoever because of the boots. But however, it is a super cool figure. And again, that portrait, Robert Patrick, is just flawless. So yeah, I'm in love with this thing. This figure's awesome. From all the accessories and everything, this is crazy. All right, so I have to say, without a shadow of doubt, this is definitely in my top 5 for figure of the year contender. This thing is awesome. I just love the detail, the portrait, the accessories, everything that this comes with. The only gripe I have is that I wish there would be a little bit more articulation in the foot, but obviously there's not much we can do about that. But the detail from the guns, the helmet, the portrait, I love the finger extending accessory with the blade. Again, even the hook, these hook accessories, these things are just awesome. And again, the magnetic that sticks to the suit, you can see it sticks, and again, it's all over. So there's metal all over for this to stick to. It takes the figure to a whole nother level, in my opinion. I love it. It's awesome. And again, can't go wrong with anything Terminator. Just saying. Change my mind. But awesome figure. And again, if you guys are in the market for this, make sure you hit up Bitz and Buttons. They got plenty of them in stock. Reach out to them. They ship worldwide. Awesome figure. Again, I'm so taken back by this. This figure is just such an awesome representation. I love the portrait. This portrait gets me. Again, I just think it's so nicely done, and they did such a great job on the portrait of nailing Robert Patrick. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again, is like a handful of Hot Toys that the portraits have been questionable, but it's very few and far between. So yeah, just awesome. So, all right, guys, that is going to wrap up this figure review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that other good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next figure review.
I'm the best in the world.